Basar could use my help too. She's all brains, but no branding.
Okay. Yep. Sound seems to be working. But we're back with Outer Worlds 2, getting through the last few missions. Alright, at the moment we do an accurate arrangement and a complication with the computronic cerebrum. Hold on 1 second. Let's go here. Whereas basically we want to secure the, what is it called? The archive, right? So we're going to head over there, which is on Cloister. Okay, so basically the idea is they asked me to go over here, which we've already done, and then kind of like open something up so that the forces from RT's choice and the Order can take Spiraton, or whatever the fuck it's called. So how do I do that? All right, let's use this elevator. Or maybe we do this first. I remember her specifically because I thought that was weird, telling me I should go into the archive first and then open something up that helps me with. There you go.
You're the one responsible for us working with these short-sighted consumerists, hmm? Well, better additional than subtractional, I surmise. It is time, yes, that we commit our forces to your intended assault on Spiraton?
Wait until I've disabled the turrets. Oh, okay. We are going to...
A change in plan. An unanticipated strategic refinement. We shall await the signal, but should the situation deteriorate, we will intercede. Our scheduled reinforcements should be here in no time. I'm sure they'll arrive.
So how do I disable the turrets? I might just do this here anyway and see, like, just checking to see if I can turn off the turrets somewhere from there.
The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
Ain't opposed to that, but I reckon our better bet is bringing in some backup. There's a reason folk go on and on about strength in numbers.
Alright, first we get to go allies, then maybe find means of sabotage.
All right, it's a plan.
Okay, so I have to do this outside then, I guess. But yeah, that confused me a bit because Ruth, the leader of the order, said we should go here first and then take Spiraton. Well, either way, we're gonna go down and just kind of fucking go in there and kill people. And go from there. Let's see.
Seeking cover.
My reckoning, that was the last one.
We enable the spites and live for... What the fuck is this? Alright. Well, that was way easier than I thought it would be. Let's start at the bottom, just seeing what we can scrap here. I mean, I doubt that there will be anything super useful, but never know. Is this a way to sneak in? I guess. I guess. Fucking weapon I have is just too strong. Da-da. Da-da-da. Exemplar Levalda. I think I can just pick up everything actually. There isn't any limit to inventory. I played too many other games in the meantime where there's a limit. So I kind of like, I was like thinking, what should I take? What should I take?
I understand this spot has strategic significance. life, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Did these order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place.
I've been trying to calculate which is the worst
all
disruptor.
away.
Unforeseen factors, random elements, or anomalous outliers. I suppose bad data is bad data, whatever the cause.
Yeah.
May all your theories prove true.
Where's the guy with the face? The face. Okay. Looks like we can't actually get up there. What's light? Huh? L? Yes.
Directorate got this locked up tight, but we can unseal it somewhere by the archive's entrance, if I recall. Yeah.
Oh, so we have to go. We basically have to go from here because that makes no sense. There's nothing here for me to kind of like say, okay, this is what we can use to get that elevator going again. I have to think I'm missing something. As usual. It's all right. Oy. Okay, so we do have a second quest point now there. Activate lift controls. Beautiful.
The most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community,
Okay.
sneer at our contentment.
Plasma. No, sorry, wrong one. Central interface.
Realism in all its many forms.
It defies belief you negotiated a partnership, but don't try to talk sense. May the
Okay, we're gonna go around these. Like, I can probably kill these guys super easily, but that is boring. So we're gonna go around them. Nope, that's not it.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Was it me?
Alpha Light.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
I'm never eating Crabble again.
Oh fuck. That I was too loud. That activated the others.
Help you with something?
Peer interference is ongoing broadcast strictly forbidden. Mysterious auto cartridge. You replace the protector broadcast with a confession given to you by Sub-Rosa agent Peoria Krebecker. Time will tell how or if the protectorate troops react.
Prudence dictates. Remember those rejected grapple craft materials that got shipped here? I sold them to a protectorate officer who was low on supplies. Said it was imitation grapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down veiled Yetis just
Ignore that. I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating
Trust the plan.
failed
Preserve
experiments.
set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sovereign.
Or you can see half of them are fucking ill from the food that they ate.
Oh, that... I don't feel right.
Ugh, disgusting.
No! Stay away from the turret! No, no!
Fortunately, I lost the ability to feel disgust.
Nice.
I'm batting scared. Hey, easy with the fratricide.
Oh.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught survival expert, myself, Hoyt Schermerhorn.
Fuck is this?
Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript.
These people are so lost without any help. Should you be out here by yourself? Or actually, what other sage bits of wisdom do you have to impart?
So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire.
Reinvented, right?
A doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out.
You must know a lot about the surrounding... Hold on. How have you managed to survive even a day out here?
Well, firstly, you need to keep your eyes open because oft-times things want to eat you. Secondly, you can't be too picky with what you eat. Thirdly, not everything you can eat, you should. There's a lot of trial and error involved. Mostly error. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance.
You aware of any way of accessing the archive?
That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me.
Have you any ideas about how to undermine the Protectorate forces?
You might call in reinforcements if the Spirton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession.
No way. That is so lucky. Would you consider handing them over?
I might be convinced to part with them for a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade.
He needs more, right? Where can I... Hold on. You have more chance of becoming the next sovereign.
If I wasn't so vigorously self-assured, I might find your lack of their habitat stretches from inside the archive's entrance to all over the overlands. Actually, should be no problem to locate. Here's a fetching headpiece that ought to make it easier. Put it on, and they'll see you as one of their own. Like a fellow sprat of unusual size. Won't run away. Have at it now.
I will definitely not put that on. That's disgusting. Okay.
Some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts. All about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Well, we already have enough tongues. Now there's this pneumatic tube, which we could use if we know where it would go, right? Anyway.
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursapod into a trap?
Can I be in this menu, by the way?
Why, sure. I just need to jot down a few details about you. Oh, I can interview you for it. Just like on the Aether Wave. Today, I'm joined by returning guest castaway. What you say your name was? Who, like myself, is well known for their rugged exploits in alien terrain due to their experience and/or training. Tell me a bit about your background, stranger.
Back in academia, our motto was publish or perish.
Yes. Thank you for coming. Something name I can't remember. Who is someone who routinely cheated death in the cutthroat world of academia.
I'm a fictional character.
Think it's non-fiction. Or void, damn, I get that mixed up too. Did you get the sprats I need? So I might,
Here you are.
Finally, give it here.
Ugh.
I was forced to eat sprat when stranded once myself, though I demonstrated considerable less zeal.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days.
Tell me about this neighbor of yours.
Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face.
I'm sure they're fine.
I do so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spirton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved for company.
This is sad. Okay, gonna go through this other door first. Should just be this one here, yep.
We reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Look us still today.
Okie dokie. Alright, so this way is the only way that we can follow for now. This is a lift controlled, beautiful. Huh? Oh, there you go. Boom. You jam the missing component. The key can now summon the lift from Spyton.
Both our forces and antis await your command to proceed.
Alright, I soften the defenses. Help me finish the job.
Primary operation now.
Beautiful.
That never hurts to give the enemy more targets, I suppose. Overlap. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Proceeding to attack.
Easy peasy. Is there something similar on the other side? Is
Always dreamt of coming here.
the first archive operator exemplar in Ino Santo. Yes. Okay, it goes further up. Orbit Ostergaard. Sealed.
Caduceus not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Caduceus. Hello.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh.
Put it together. You're going to help me get into the archive.
Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Oh, you poor man. I sincerely hope we don't have to shoot you.
Is this your office? Are you the latrine commissioner? If so, I want to lodge a complaint.
This facility has fallen under the purview of several factions, none of which, I believe, require a facilities supervisor to operate from a lavatory. I am the archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that.
The term is simple Department 2, combining calculate and caduceus? Yes?
I suppose. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator.
I may need your help with the archive.
By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more.
Alright, give me the thing and go.
Oh, here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Of course. It's never that easy, is it?
Is there a Protectorate curativist house? I feel rather woogly.
Calcaduceus detected.
You just die.
Operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
All three doors on entry, right?
Welcome to the archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister.
Is there a person in there? Come on out.
I am not trapped. I am not a person. There are no additional persons present. I am a composed simulacrum of a human being. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
I like this blue one, the actuational most. Are you okay? What just happened?
Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
I'm not very technical either. Did you try turning yourself off and on again? Now that is something you should always do when something doesn't work.
No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt. to supplement themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now.
You have had other operators of late. What were they after?
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them.
Alright, let's do it.
Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query?
How can I close the rifts?
The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
You mentioned calculated processing is around 49.7% capacity. Can we raise that?
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators.
Can I shoot it better? Because that's my preferred method to fix things.
I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude, despite the Protectorate and Auntie's Choice best efforts to prove otherwise. Though must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
What exactly is a cold storage?
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment.
In punch card form. So it's not required to repair thermal transfer? Why?
When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Potential allies in the Order would not like that.
Oh, shit. How did the Protector and Auntie's Choice do so much damage here?
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues.
Can you turn all turrets to fire on Protectorate forces nearby?
Inverting targeting protocols. There, any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however.
On my way then.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I've unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Nice. A helmet. A cool helmet, that is.
Return when all required tasks.
You've got a job to do.
Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer.
Right, so I can change with whom I'm talking. Interesting. 160% energy recharge rates. No, that is something, I guess. Okay. So, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break and then I will be back.
So, we met what passes for the presiding bishop these days. Can't say I came off much impressed. That Orlo cited exhaustively. Every meeting took hours.
May all...
Okay. Underlands. Cloister Underlands. Okay, so if we don't repair the thermal transfer, the archive will basically be super damaged. So we want to do that too. And that's its own region. It's crazy. Okay, so we're going to go left first because we want to do this one. Because that's the optional one. We're going to do that one first. But yeah, crazy. This is its own region.
This one looks friendly. Watch yourself.
How did these guys get here?
You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? What? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive. You poor, dangling remainder. Your brain really is frozen, isn't it? Originally, this was a subterranean network that let folks move between the critical components of the archive. But now, for us, it's a tomb. Hundreds of us have already perished within these frigid walls, and no doubt, the rest are predestined to join them. You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is, well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are.
Here I am.
If we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you.
How can you help?
You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play. Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find your way back to me. Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates archive heat. Go northwest and encounter cold storage, which houses its data cartridges. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled every assault we've thrown at it. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. No. A significant number of Auntie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous they'd barely be worth calculating, we've actually formed a truce. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certainly sleep better if I wasn't unceasingly concerned about their perpetual capitalistic calculating. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison.
I will make sure of it. So she wants me to talk to someone in the building. Not here. That building, right?
Corporate drones and my academic cohort united in a common cause. My, but we are living in interesting times.
I can't feel it when I touch my toe. Have a profitable day.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just... My scouts reported significant activity in the archive, followed by a mysterious figure emerging from it. Which was obviously you. A notion that fills me with questions. So many, in fact, that I have precious little idea on where to start in the asking. I don't suppose you would care to enlighten me as a beginning to our discourse? You what? No. No, we're real. I assure you. My name is Provost Finch, and well, I suppose I'm the leader of this motley band. Correct. At first, we were antagonists, warring against each other and the Protectorate. But then, the Protectorate locked the lifts and doors, trapping us all beneath the ice. With no escape or access to resupply, continuing to kill each other made scant sense. So, I reached out to their commander under a flag of truce and suggested a temporary alliance. We would pool our food, warmth, and resources while here, and could go back to killing each other if and when we make it to the surface again.
How long have you been trapped here?
Over a month, and we made peace about a week later. I held off a bit, needing to really take stock of the direness before making my offer.
Your offer of peace, and it was accepted as easy as that?
Hardly. It took days and days of getting more and more close-fisted with our resources before we decided to set terms. But it's a good thing we did. We'd all be dead otherwise.
How were you locked down here in the first place?
Unbeknownst to us simple combat shiffers, there was a master switch that managed the breakers, controlling power to the lifts and exterior doors. As they began to lose ground, the Protectorate garrisoned automechs, flipped the switch, retreated into the foundational buildings, and locked them from the inside.
Is there any way to get you all out of here?
Of course. All we have to do is fight our way into the breaker room and turn the lift and door access back on. But we've lost dozens in that attempt. Now, we wait, having calculated that the odds of rescue being greater than our chances of successfully assaulting those defending automechs with ever-diminishing resources.
I don't like those odds. I'll see if I can unlock the system while I'm down here.
Thank you, stranger. Perhaps it's just my desperation speaking, but since you somehow made it down here, placing my faith in you seems like a preordained outcome. Good luck.
I will help you guys.
Of course nobody's gonna see it.
Welcome to our misbegotten little camp. Pardon any blood or sick you might spot. Our janitorial tech died of ague a fortnight past. I'm the volunteer Sawbones here. Say, wandering type like you probably knows a bit about medicine. I hope.
Not really. I take it there's some gaps in your knowledge?
Maybe a tad more accurate to say my knowledge is all gaps. When I said I was volunteer Sawbones, I meant volunteered. As in, I took half of one medic training seminar once, which makes me barely more qualified than everyone else. I'm on the lookout for a medicine sachet, but I can't leave the folk here. I ask if you had the know-how, because I need someone who can identify it proper.
Where did you last see it?
If it's anywhere, it's going to be over in the storage building. Some other Auntie's Choice folk took the place over, and they're about as keen on sharing as I am on being a Sawbones. But I'm sure they're the only danger you'll face. Aside from the man-eating ursopods, bitter cold, precarious pits, and occasional landmines. Good luck.
Thanks.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being.
Auntie stresses that we should always be ready to ply our trade, even if it means we're trading ice for snow. I'm sure we'll...
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of money, actually.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. Just don't feel like a human
Okay.
being if my back's not
We can do the thing that she asked for. That doesn't seem to be too difficult. Isn't there support? Is the package. That one first. Fucking hell. % crit.
Seldom seen such sloppy corpse disposal. Oh well, time to loot the bodies, I suppose.
How fucking far does this go? The fuck did they build here? Anyway, alrighty. Let's grab the package.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's take? You may be ruthless in selling out your partners, but you're a terrible negotiator.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
Is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
What's all this hubbub about?
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
I'm here for whatever this is. I'm looking for some medicine left by rifts.
There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper shelves. But I think the Rifts have claimed them. We've been told to stay the hell away from those things, and that's exactly what we've done.
Now, will there be anything else? Or can we finish our argument in peace?
There's no need to be rude just because I discovered you're swindling.
What's going on?
I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff.
Have you been hoarding supplies?
Of course. I'm doing what is smart and profitable under Auntie's laws, and I'll be damned if you two idiots will dissuade me. But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
Hostilities are afoot.
I was rooting for him.
Well, thank you for your help. Or for letting me solve this. I'm not sure who did the killing and who didn't.
I definitely didn't. Are you alright here?
Well, there's no reason for me to...
Okay. I think with the rifts, you just... I don't have to equip anything. We just go close and then we can close. Like, we just go close to it and then we can close it. Right? Let's go upstairs first. There's another one. Right. What's that doing? It isn't really doing anything, is it? I'm gonna do both. That's... Right. Okay, so there's a way here. It's some from somewhere else too, by the way, but it's alright.
We've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
stupid. Alright, that means we can return these.
Hope you get the medicine soon. Whenever I change a bandage, I end up spilling more blood than I staunch.
It's a little altered.
Something's wrong with it? Let me see. What in blazes is this? Even I know not to give this to my patients. Law only knows what it would do.
If you leave them, probably are going to die.
Then I can only hope my medical skills are up to the task. Thanks for going on that wild sprat chase for me. Here's your pay. Rest assured, I'll do everything I can to help. Save giving these folks rifted medicaments.
Yeah.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
Alright. Now we can go and restore the thermal transfer first. How do I use... This way. Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. I thought there was a different button for the inhaler, but it's actually the same button as just normal food. So that is all cool. Someone's fighting.
I'll handle this.
Thermal transfer. Fucking eggs. Jumbo Claw. Interesting name.
Calcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer.
Calcaduceus.
That an anti-choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much.
The auxiliary pump must be online for the transfer, blah blah blah. To possess an auxiliary pump readjustment kit. The release valve generator requires a replacement fuse and manual restart from time to time. Blah, blah, blah. There's two different fucking systems to repair.
foot.
That's the fucking thing. Send Hoyt a live explosive? Are you insane? Send a care package. Care package. Where would I find a care package? I really want to send him a care package, so I hope I find one. I hate these eggs.
Needs repair. Any tools lying around? Proceeding to attack. Torpificator at ready status.
We need the fucking auxiliary pump readjustment kit. Or engineering 5, which you don't have. So.
I'll handle this.
And the fucking care package I haven't seen either yet.
Resorting to violence. Transmitter down over here. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
Alright, auxiliary pump readjustment kit. Beautiful.
Graphs ready if you need a house call. Activating energy transmitter.
Reading that manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the Archive's temperature flow. Now my Crabbles are adapting to the warm waters. Such a pity that the Archive and the Crabbles cannot coexist in the same ecosystem. But the Crabbles saved me. That babbling terminal can look after itself.
Huh? That's how they got here, I guess. Alright, let's go do that. Haven't bought the care package yet. That's one.
ratcheting up my aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
All right, so that's one of them done. There's two that we need to do for the for this thing here. Don't jump into the water. I couldn't remember. I tried it. It was a bad idea. We keep going. How the fuck do I get up there? Field Manager Gribben Gibbs Mundy. Grab a small damp package. Care package, beautiful.
Schermerhorn, my new neighbor, is an odd fellow. Fancies himself a man of the wilderness. He's up to control board for the Spiragen lift, so I know he's tech savvy. Just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them.
He definitely has. By the way, you don't need to destroy these eggs. I just find them really disgusting. Water release valve system fuse. No, that's probably exactly what we're missing.
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind.
Just got it.
Now to activate the system.
Okie dokie. I already got like 3 or 4 description keys, which is interesting.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
No worries, brother. Okay. Fuck was the tube? Was there, right? Problem is, this will kind of like be the last care package. Somewhat sad. Not gonna lie.
detected. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Hostilities are afoot. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Threat detected. Back in business.
All right, you bastard.
Combatant scan.
Yeah, I won't get over this way. So what I'm gonna do is I can go down here. This way, but this one.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Looks to me like these snipers are quite good. Shit.
Adversary vulnerable.
But the Tesla's always save as much as possible, people.
Vulnerabilities identified. Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield recharging. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Man, these bloody snipers. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that I went down so easily. Basically just a couple of shots, right? Okay, let's look at this. All right, so we've done this half here. That's where we can. I'm going to go up here first, but that's where we can put the terminal back on, which means that the other guys that are trapped at the moment can escape. Right, so let's put this one first here.
Transmitter. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
The fuck is that?
Target allied. Laying on fire.
Oh. Another little corporate
What in the name of Auntie's anti-hallucinatory ammonia drops? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Trying to reactivate the archive. What are you doing here?
Starving? Or freezing? Or maybe both? Honestly, it depends on the moment. But we've been trapped down here for more than a month.
You're pleased to hear I'm working on unlocking the lifts. You'll be free soon.
You? Just you? You realize we lost a lot of lives trying to take the Ascension Conduit Control Building.
Everyone keeps saying that, but you didn't manage to take the archive either, so...
Huh. Point taken. Well, good luck to you then. I wish I had something to offer you, but we've run out of basically every kind of supply, and there's no store down here to buy more.
Okay. Well, let's unlock this thing quickly. It's a bit creepy with all the dead bodies in the snow. Oh my god, it's a fucking... I can't exactly remember how that all works. With the... Hold on, what was that? Cannonade Mac. They're behind the barrier, right?
Go for torpification.
Ah, fuck. Should have done that. That was a mistake. Because... I can clear myself after from toxicity or whatever it's called. By this auto dog.
Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Oh shit. My goodness.
Energy transfer active. Hostilities are afoot.
Where does this thing go? Right. So if you don't want to, gotcha. Right. So if you don't want to kind of force your way through, you can go through this fucking gas-infested area. Okay, cool. So the guys in front, the people that were standing there in front, they are in front of a lift. Okay, I'm not gonna go like. Alright, so this area down below is where you could walk along. Right, gotcha. I'm not gonna go down there because it's all infested with the Xiverium gas or whatever the fuck it's called. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna go through here, tell them what's happened, and then go back there.
Investigating hostile. I'm back to scan. Done what?
Done.
Wait! Do not shoot! It's not one of ours. Or Auntie's, but also surely not Protectorate.
The lifts are once again working. I honestly cannot imagine how you've managed such a feat, but on behalf of us all, I am truly grateful. As soon as we finish gathering supplies and rallying together, we'll be returning to the surface. I wonder if this truce will hold or melt in the sunlight.
We hold because we fucking did a truce on the top as well.
Watch yourself. Hello again. What can I help you with? In earnest? That is the... Thank you, stranger. Watch yourself.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Oh, there will be fucking traps. Turrets.
Ratcheting up my athletics.
Easy. Another description. That's crazy. Because I think I was running around on planets for ages and didn't get a single one. So what's down here? Controlling for convenience. Access the water reconditioning plant at Laplace's garden. Really? There's an access there? That's crazy. Well, let's do this first. How do we get there? I think I'm on the wrong way here, actually. Because this is where we just came from, yeah. Fortunate.
Huh. These folk built a giant computer taking up a whole moon, but without destroying the climate or its fauna. Reckon Auntie could learn a thing or two. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our benevolent Ain't much of a defense for a strategic position like this one. Good.
Yeah, I took some fucking shitload of damage. So that's where it would go to the other part. Right.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Or are you the unforeseen interloper my scouts have been speaking of? Nobody is sure where you came from, though everyone agrees you were not down here when the doors sealed, and watching you move through these caves is quite the sight to behold.
Taking control of the archive and I'm bringing it back online.
You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Why aren't you just an absolute marvel? What is your goal now? We could greatly use your help if you are willing.
I'm going to cold storage to send the punch cards I need to the archive.
That, I fear, is a seriously dangerous proposition. My soldiers were fighting our way into the complex when those bastards activated the fire suppression system. It froze every person fighting inside the complex, Order and the Protectorate both, to solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building.
Are you saying you're all not made of solid ice? That's amazing.
What? Are you... No. No, those of us still alive hadn't made it inside before they activated the fire system. Fight. Despite everything I've said, you mean to still fight them on your own?
Of course, I do.
Very well. Then I suppose I wish you a swift victory and that all your equations unveil their integers without error. Even though that doesn't seem terribly likely.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Well...
Okay, I might do this one here first. We've been asked by Persephone Doyle to enter water conditioning and get an undiluted sample of the drug the Order has been adding to the water supply, known as Perspective. And she's part of that smuggler ring. It's crazy that there's a way through from here. That archive must be incredibly big. I'm really... Alright, so I thought I get into the water thing, but I'm really back in Laplace's garden. It's crazy.
Welcome back, Agent. In what manner can I assist you?
Okay, so I can't get the cards. I thought I'd get the card from him. But... Run guy. I think there was another way, right?
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order.
I am busy. Speak quickly so that we may...
So how the fuck do I get that card? Maybe there isn't a way for me to get that card. I mean, it could be possible.
If my younger self could see me now.
No. Doesn't look good. Okay. Well, anyway. Continue with this then. Retrieve data from cold storage. How do we do that? Okay, so he mentioned that everyone inside was frozen, which is obviously very bad.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state, requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
Alright, someone over there is alive.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Yeah.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
What is she working on?
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
I killed a few. Maybe that has her intention.
Please do leave me in peace.
Okay.
There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work. Yeah.
I think there's a way in.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did
Okay.
you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do?
I utilized this Calcaduceus to access encrypted submenus in that machine.
What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything.
It's an electronic key that bypasses the innate hidden security built into these systems.
Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work.
Who's we? And what are you doing? What is it that you're doing in there?
Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. It is my hope that... Wait, what did you do? What happened to my patients? Why have they been shattered?
Okay, fair, really fair question. I will walk through. We do this again, and don't shoot anyone in this time around.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires...
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls.
What in the... What did you do? What does it do? How does it work? Truly? Oh, I've been working on a procedure. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken.
Where? If they're frozen, shouldn't heat fix them? You should start a fire to turn up the heat.
Indeed, that's quite the insight. I should return to my work. I'll summon the guards to escort you through the facility.
How much would I have to pay for you to look the other way?
Pay me? You clearly know nothing of...
Oh, she is from the fucking Protectorate. I just want to see if there's a way to do this non-violently, basically.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state,
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst of
data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls.
What did you do? What does it do? How does it work? Truly? I've been for a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory?
I understand enough to realize you are trying to replace osmotic cellular transmutation.
Wonderful! My theory is that rather than just freezing these folk, the LN2CO2 mixture infiltrated their cells, and if I can remove and replace it, then they'll go back to normal.
You need to replace the hostile chemicals with the neutralizing agents. What about using ionic magnet?
An ionic magnet? In order to draw out the chemicals, it would have to be incredibly powerful, and we would need a way to preserve the tissue as it is being returned to normal. But yes, under the right circumstances, and if we operated very, very slowly, it just might work. Why, with a bit of luck, I could have the system up and working within the hour. Thank you for your help. It may be the best shot these poor souls have at returning to life. Let's start testing. Come in, just please. Be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system. I've removed the passkey, but I don't want to end up like those poor sods.
Yeah. Summon all available guards, right? Good fire suppression system.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits, and with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so soon. I just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit first.
So we actually have to get in here because that's the way through. Right, so what we could do is summon all the guards and then activate the suppression system. She would be frozen as well. Now, I want to leave her alive because I feel like that's obviously everyone's only hope at kind of like getting back to normal in a way.
Would be a damn sight easier.
Can. Just did. Archive suppressant low. Nominal.
Investigating hostile intention.
Right. I mean, technically they're still alive, so that's better than... Oh my god. I had to kill him. Cookie box. Otherwise I would have killed them anyway, right?
Data brick extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Abundance and sponges. Go through them if necessary.
Technophobia. Automechanicals chill you to a core. They do more damage to you, but you do more damage to them. Sure. How the fuck do I get there? Is this a data brick? That fucking thing is huge. Okay.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was
convenient.
If I may,
let's head over.
Cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, very quickly, I found myself acclimating to the situation and resumed what had been my normal banter with the now Janet contriver house. Given her always frigid demeanor,
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
No frostier today than it was before the incident. Professionally, I cannot finish my character without
Transmitter down over here.
Makes her a better companion now than she ever has thought. And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship in this new state.
is on its way.
That fucking storage break is huge. Huge. Boom. Alright, we're back here. And she hasn't noticed anything.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave her to it. I will not freeze her because I think it would be sad. Wouldn't be necessarily be sad, but you know, she's the only hope. But the poor fella's frozen in ice, so I'll leave her.
Huh. These folk built a giant computer taking up a whole moon, but without destroying the climate or its fauna. Reckon Auntie could learn a thing or two.
Welcome back, Cynthia.
The console.
Some quality craftsmanship here. Like how y'all think big. I can imagine a few Auntie's product lines might benefit from order engineering. Should we move forward?
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Though such an outcome was all but inevitable, the plan truly is unfailing. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for both Auntie's Choice and the Order, until such time as archive control has been transferred in its entirety back to the Order. In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it.
I already took care of both cold storage and thermal transfer.
Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the results would be disastrous. But thankfully, we no longer need to account for that deadly scenario. Punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that. Forget I said anything.
Lots to do. I'll be back when I've made more progress. Right.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
I mean, there's a third display, right? So we obviously have to do something else too.
Your call, Commander. Either we head to the reactor or punch card processing.
Probably punch card processing. I mean, where the fuck is it? It's not even a yellow weapon? Huh? No, it isn't.
Any other update? In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you... Very good. Your any other updates? Some of punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items.
Oh, I can get the information out of it. Gotcha. Cool. I need to do. It sounds like I need to do both. So, right. At the archive reactor, re-enable punch processing, disseminate the rift program. Okay, so we need to do both.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next?
Yes. Hidden code phrase required. Unseen concealed operations panels and punch processing, archive reactor control. Nice. Because I have lucky or something. Nice. I mean, not nice. Okay, so punch processing is run over by Metasols. Let's do that first, I guess.
And here I'd worried our data brick wouldn't arrive.
That's a fucking huge thing.
Mobilizing.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
What is it? Oh my goodness. Must do what?
Nope. We ain't climbing down. But maybe this could act as a lift if we get things
moving. Alright, unjump door. This needs the archive reactor. So maybe we need to do the archive thing first. Okay, that one. That. These punch cards are so big. Where's horizontal? Right. Basically, just need to follow one of these.
Many ways to die. Careful.
Alright, so that's how you get back again. Reflective amplification plating. Nice.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
Cool. That was easy enough. Other side of the thing. This is so vast. Insane.
Yeah.
Unlock emergency ammunitions cage. Disable reinforcement access to reactor. Enable reactor security turrets.
Reactor turret defenses online.
I don't give a shit.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed.
Disable reinforcement access to reactor. Nah, I want the ammunition. Just because I can. Damn. Oh, we get a second fuse. Oh, beautiful. Look in the you see a large set of nuclear fuse in place. Sacrifice fuse to enable reactor fire suppression.
Reactor fire suppression system online.
Yeah, beautiful. No enemies. Oh my god, there's another fuse.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth. namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Appears we can adjust turret settings. Seal those doors from reinforcements.
I see a few caches around if you're low on supplies. And we also got a fire suppression system at our disposal.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
Okay, so I opened the 2 caches that we needed. And then I used the fire suppression system. Fucking didn't kill it. I mean... I don't want reinforcements.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed.
They won't get reinforcements once we go in. This guy is probably damaged from the... I mean... Frozen? I don't know. So you can see the frozen guys here. The turrets are still there. So you have to kill the turrets and this guy. This is the only thing that we don't have a fuse for. There's so many fuses. Alright. That's where we came through, right? So we basically have to go down here. It should be easy though. I'm so incredibly overpowered, and this is not, you know, not saying that because cocky or anything. We just are incredibly overpowered. What's this? Nice. Eh. Oh, we're here. Okay.
Don't reckon this bunker mech will kindly invite us in for tea.
Probably not. It is not damaged. Listing the enemy has been affected by all damage types. Right. These fucking snipers.
Unfriendly nearby.
I thought the fucking doors are... I thought the fucking doors are closed. Why the fuck is there people coming? This cache, right, is a bit... cache or whatever you call it, it's a bit underwhelming. A bit underwhelming, that is.
Do try to limit further damage, Command.
Sure. Done.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter.
Well, well, well. Where's Amaranth or Emerald or whatever the fuck her name is?
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go. Tough call. With the Sovereignist priority set, you know your interests are first. But the Actuationalist set will keep you honest, i.e. human.
Biggest mistake we could make is to leave the Sovereignist in charge. The others? I can see the benefits of both, in theory.
At some point, humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Priority control act.
Think that's our cue to go inside.
Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent.
Benevolent oversight. The dream
of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing.
I believe I've worked out a functional sub-assessor. Red diamond-shaped ports are associated with Sovereignist. Yellow triangle-shaped ports are associated with blah, 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 blah. Blue circle. Or is it a worry they're connecting too many priorities at once, or blah, blah, blah.
Ongoing vicissitudes. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously, foster.
Stop and consider. What would your neighbors...
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business...
Why?
Because you have to
Stop now.
You have to see where the cable goes, right? So this is yellow, for example.
Think of all the bits we could make together.
It's blue. This is yellow.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60
Blue.
split of net profits. I'd offer
vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else.
Oh my goodness.
Is that really so bad?
Well, did it work or didn't it?
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again.
Oh. Well, usually you have to wait 10 seconds, right, before restarting.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Hope UENIAC is feeling more like itself now. We got some Rift data to process.
Sure do.
Shall I proceed?
Are you sure there's nothing else? No intruding cultists, nothing needing good whack.
Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions.
Let's stay on as the operator. What's your best idea for what to calculate next?
I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions?
I don't want to talk about it.
There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. All right. Further scavenging it is.
Just because there is one quest here. This one here. Deviations under duress.
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please.
I rather enjoy being in charge of a giant computer.
You agreed to turn over the relic after processing your data. Are you indicating you now intend to deviate from the Order prepares for all eventualities? I'll allow you to draw your own conclusions regarding what will happen should you break our accord.
You have.
Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Thanks. I fixed the conflict with his priorities. Only the actuational priority set remains.
You are my new operator, then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge...
Yes, this will do perfectly.
Of course. Evasion, damage resistance, combat sprint. While time dilation is active, you gain percentage evasion chance equal to your science skill. Attacks that would knock you out trigger a 0-cost dilation for 8 seconds with a 60-second cooldown. That's quite cool. I might take this actually.
as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Yes. Now. How the fuck do I get out of here? The thing is, okay, let's do one thing after the other. All right, so in a cooperative arrangement, we have gotten the Order and Auntie's Choice to work together, and they have the archive back. So they asked us to return to Ruth. Let me go from there, and she is in. Where are we even?
Agent, just the individual I had designated this time to converse with.
Sounds like those chemicals worked.
As should be self-evident, I have dispensed with the slavish whims of the body. My mind is clearer than it has ever been, and I have you to thank.
I don't know, something about this feels very wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have supported this.
There is no need to waste your limited cognitive function on concern for me. But now, congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible.
So what's next for the Order?
We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that, with the Order's help. As if predetermined, your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this. When the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will not only have the support of Auntie's Choice and the Order. I will stand with you, personally. Were I still shackled to ego, I might have succumbed to some instinct for self-preservation. But my presence improves the odds of our success, and so there is no other decision to be made.
Thank you. I guess. All right. Deviations under duress. Because I know the last fucking... Where was this? I think it's here, right? If you look over there, there is one over there. I can even see it. But I've never been able to get there. Anyway, that is a thing for another time, because it is quite late. So that will be it for me for today. And we'll finish that next time.